Good morning and happy Thursday. Clear and dry conditions are already in place. They have been for the past 3 hours. It will remain that way for the entirety of the day today and for parts of tomorrow. I have those details in just a bit, but check out the temperatures already in the mid 40s along the Grand Strand, 36 in Conway. Nobody is at 32 degrees, so everybody's above freezing. This is a big warm up, especially in Georgetown. Georgetown is 13 degrees warmer now than 9 o'clock yesterday, but planning out your next couple of hours at noon, mostly sunny and in the mid 50s.
Today on News, significant mental health stressor.
It is Thursday, and that means we did get an updated drought monitor, but it looks exactly the same as it did last week. So we do have moderate level 2 drought for most of the PD and both of our border belt counties, and extending a little bit to the east. Most of Horry County is just abnormally dry, which is level 1 out of 5. We do have some rain on the way for most of Saturday. Most of it is going to be occurring west of I-95. More than half an inch is expected. This is down a little bit. These same areas were about an inch yesterday with the last model run. So they have lightened that a little bit in intensity, and then pushing this from Florence to Myrtle Beach. Only about 3/10 of an inch is expected. If we look at rainfall statistics on a monthly basis, all three of our major cities are going to be behind for the month. North Myrtle Beach and also Lumberton are almost an inch behind. Florence has seen a little bit more rainfall and is about half an inch behind. But on the year, this is where the deficit is getting pretty extreme. North Myrtle Beach is not too bad, 2 inches behind for the year, but Florence and Lumberton are very, very high. Florence is more than 5.5 inches behind, and Lumberton is more than 7.5 inches behind on rainfall totals for year. For Florence and Lumberton, this is going to end up being one of the driest years in more than a decade. I have my full forecast on the other side of the break for the timing of the rain.
All right, thanks, Hannah.
Well, just now is 9:18. We begin with a live look out over Ocean Boulevard near 18th Avenue South. Plenty of people on the beaches. It already is in the mid 40s, so a nice warm up in comparison to this time yesterday. So not surprisingly, for already warmer this morning, you can just guess that it's probably going to be warmer this afternoon as well. Not too much in comparison to what normal temperatures are, but still about 2 to 5 degrees above average, and it's going to continue. Low 60s today, mid 60s tomorrow. 70s are going to be on deck for this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday for parts of the PD, but there's also going to be some rain around. So let's go ahead and look at Thursday. Today, northerly flow in place, increasing a little bit of cloud cover as the flow is becoming a little bit westerly. So off of the ocean, increasing the dew points ever so slightly. Fog is likely going to be a concern for tonight and also tomorrow morning. Not a dense fog advisory, but there's going to be some fog around as well. Isolated rain chances as we're getting pretty close to midnight, mainly in Georgetown County. Those will be spreading to the north, and they are going to be around for most of the morning for parts of the PD, mostly Williamsburg and Florence counties, eventually going towards the border belt, but all the rain's on the lighter side, and it's mainly going to be impacting parts of the PD. The Grand Strand really doesn't see too much of this rain, but still, just note, it is going to be around. It's all light and brief, and it's really not going to lead to any noticeable rainfall totals because that rain is going to be coming on New Year's Eve, which is Saturday. So starting off on Saturday at 7 o'clock in the morning, still some small rain chances here and there, but most of the rain is going to be coming during the afternoon as we do get this pretty strong influx of southerly flow. So this is one of the reasons why we're going to be warming up. Also, there's a lot of moisture around, so that's why we're going to be dealing with some heavier downpours here and there. Thunderstorm activity is going to be pretty limited, but most of it is kind of just traversing through the PD and then heading into the upstate. It's not moving through the Grand Strand too much. There is still going to be those scattered rain chances, but the PD is going to be getting the bulk of it, and that's why they had the higher rainfall totals. So now beyond that, as we look at the evening time, and try to get a little bit closer to the new year, just notice the isolated and light showers will continue until we get the ball to drop. But then beyond that, as we're starting New Year's Day, January 1st on Sunday, a very clear start to the day and dry, and it is still going to be quite warm in the 70s, even though the rain is because a front is moving through. It's too weak to change the temperatures. The highs for today are going to be above average. Normal is about 57 in Florence. We're going to be 62, and we're going to be on 60 and in Myrtle Beach. Coolest spot is Laurinburg at 59. Lows tonight noticeably warmer. Upper 40s for the immediate coast. 46 in Conway, mid 40s for the PD. Big warm up for tonight. We're 6 to 10 degrees above average. Big difference in what we were seeing yesterday morning. For your marine forecast, light winds, less than 5 miles an hour, leads to pretty small waves, only 1 to 2 feet. And for your new local trivia question, the Southern Times Square and the Market Common started in what year? To see the answers, go to our homepage under the Quick Links tab, and here's your 7-day forecast. Mostly sunny today and 60, 66 tomorrow with that small rain potential for the beaches really during the late afternoon. 68 is the high on New Year's Eve. Inland, you're going to be dealing with isolated light showers for most of the day on Friday. Pretty brief, though. Only about 20% of the PD will be dealing with that. 70 for Saturday and Sunday, 68 on Monday, 70s return by Tuesday.